home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Eagles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Red pass, it's complete. Sweet spin. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Hayden. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Panthers want to move quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come in and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bryant. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Oh, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
These These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Gonna run it. It's Murray. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 7, Southern Mississippi 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the air, it's Rodemaker. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia State.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He get it down to the 35 before he stops. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Rodemaker. They're bringing heat. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
24, Southern Mississippi, 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and fit.
Oh, he wants it all. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Rodemaker. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Going up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Complete to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Buckley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to pop the draw. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Dalton.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Snags it inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Simmons. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. It's McGee. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosion.
Off he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. And the beatdown has ensued.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on first down from the 30. Leaves it with the running back. Running with power. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They get him down, and that'll that'll be the final play of the third period.
Southern Miss. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia State 31, Southern Mississippi 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wants to throw. It's Rodemaker. He tries to take the top off. Got it in stride at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They'll run it from the gun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. From the gun. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, it's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're throwing for it on 4th down. got it past the marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve.
And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Georgia State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to the fake, and he wants to throw.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just...
Looking to take a shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Lining up for the PAT. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
46, Southern Mississippi, 13.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak. We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
He wants to throw. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Brock. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Hurst. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Just complete and utter dominance in